everybody, and welcome to The Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 5. And this is the penultimate episode. This one is the penultimate episode. I checked. And truth is what we want. Truth is what we expect. And dare I say, truth is what we'll get. Because last time, our dear little friend Mr. Walker messed up, to say the least, and to stay polite. Because yes, he's gonna have to answer for that blatant murder. Execution even. As the world was watching, as cameras were rolling, he totally lost it. Lamar is dead, and our little guy has gone quite mad. And not only is he gonna have to answer for that episode of his, but he's also gonna have to answer for the serum he took. Because yeah, he took the serum, no doubt about it. All the little, and the supernatural force all of a sudden. Yeah, that is quite intense. And I have to say that as I watched the episode and watching other people's reaction, I came to realize that, yeah, the guy he killed was the very guy that looked up to Captain America. And that guy died under Captain America's shield. How tragic is that? Seriously, I'm disgusted. I'm mad. And I'm quite worried as well because, well, Walker has the serum, is a super soldier, so how is it gonna go? He's gonna have to answer for his crimes. Is he gonna assume? Is he gonna try to run away? Because we've already got a gang of super soldiers on the loose. We can't have this one as well running loose. So, fingers crossed, maybe. This is the penultimate episode. I'm expecting things to start wrapping up, to definitely get to see where we are gonna end this. And by the way, I learned as well last week, that our dear Mr. Walker is also a comics introduced character, so that is quite really interesting because it is very much possible that we're gonna stick with him for the rest of Phase 4. So I'm really curious to see how he's gonna turn out to be. That being said, just like always, you know where the subscribe button is. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Why are you waiting? Why are you doing this to me? Do you hate me? You know where the button is. You know where the like button is also as well. That's always very appreciated from you guys. And also, do not hesitate to pop down below in the comment section and to say hi. And to educate me a little bit more on the Marvel comics and things that I don't know about these characters. No spoilers, of course. No foreshadowing, please, about things that I might be expecting from these guys, but maybe just give me a little background, from things that I should know to appreciate them more, but don't tell me where the characters are supposed to end up, not that kind of stuff. So, without any further ado, that being said, we're gonna jump right in. Let's go. Running away. I bet it must be kind of a shock for him as well, because he did that on a moment of rage.
He killed Lamar! He didn't kill Lamar, John.
He didn't.
John.
The blood is still fresh. Walker, you're a good man. I have faith in you, in what you... that look.
You don't want to
paranoid.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, cool. They're both super soldiers, but I mean, Bucky has his vibranium arm.
You making me do this?
Yeah, he's lost it. Oh. John is so drunk on wanting to be the hero that Anyone who's gonna take it from him is an enemy. That's sad. That's really...
I am Captain America.
No, you're not. Bucky! Wow, no! Okay, yeah. He's become a monster. He's become his own monster. Yeah, take it from him. Ah! They broke his arm, right?
It's over, John. It's mine.
You gotta go, Sam. Whoa! Sam, you gotta leave. You gotta leave, guys. You gotta leave. Bucky is pissed. Yeah. That's... Look. What are they gonna do? I'm gonna say something terrible. I kind of feel like they should destroy it. But is it possible? Yeah, wash the blood off. That pains me. That really pains me.
Sometimes there's nothing to do until there's something to do.
That's bizarrely wise.
Well, I'm a bizarrely wise man, Sam.
Yeah, all right.
Sam should get back home, take care of his sister. She must be freaked out right now. Understandably so.
You forgot the wings.
Keep 'em.
Yeah. Oh.
John
Wow.
S. Walker, you are hereby stripped of your title and authority as Captain America, effective immediately.
His dream is collapsing.
It is a mandate.
I understand that! I understand that!
He's gonna break the podium.
I only ever did what you asked of me and trained me to do, and I did it. And I did it well.
Yeah. And then you messed up.
You will hold no rank in retirement and receive no benefits.
Oh. It's a rightful sentence. I mean...
You built me. I am Captain America.
Not anymore.
Oh! Is he gonna kill him? He's gonna kill him. He's gonna snap.
Consider yourself extremely fortunate, Mr. Walker.
I understand Walker's reaction, but he got what he deserved.
What it takes to be Captain America, they just don't.
They don't. But they don't to understand that your action was wrong.
Actually, it's Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Nobility sounds like hydrodrobble. I don't know why.
I would have killed a bastard too. But these guys in ties, you know, they got a whole thing to protect.
Image.
You did the right thing, taking the serum. Yeah, of course I know about that.
Telling him just like he wants to hear.
Oh, you want to know what the first best choice was? Oh,
You talk too much, lady.
by the way, don't worry about the shield. It doesn't really belong to the government. It's kind of a legal gray area.
I think Walker was already past the fact of legality issues, so...
There's nothing on it.
Not surprising. She talked way too much. That's the thing. That's a psychological thing. You talk, you don't let the other one talk. And he has the impression that you got all the answers you're looking for. And Carly, she kind of messed up as well because she wasn't ready for this. She wanted this, but she wasn't ready for this.
The movement is ready. They're not going to stop. Not unless we make them.
I think I saw a guy shake his head, disapproving. I disapprove of it.
Don't worry. I've decided I'm not going to kill you.
Imagine my relief.
The girl has been radicalized beyond salvation. And there's only one way to make sure she cannot continue her mission.
He needs Zemo. Killing your past isn't always easy. Oh, of course. Of course.
It would be prudent to make yourself scarce in Wakanda for the time being, White Wolf.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. It's a really noble exit, I think, for Zemo.
I may have another favor to ask of you.
It was I really love that exit for Zemo.
That what I think it is? Leave it covered. Those stars and stripes don't mean nothing good to me. Every black man does, whether you want to deny it or not.
Don't do that bitter old man thing with me.
Yeah.
If you ain't bitter, you're blind. She died while I was in jail. They told her I was dead. Yeah,
It wasn't so much about jail, it was about being kept away from her. It's always like this.
they experimented on me, trying to figure out why the serum worked.
We gotta do something. We gotta tell somebody.
No. Leave me dead. My name is buried. You won't believe jail was my fault because you got that white man's shield. They erased me, my history, but they've been doing that for 500 years.
I have a lot to say. About that.
No self-respecting black man would ever want to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this at the end of the video because there's a lot to talk about here. Love the scene. Really well written.
I'm coming home.
Mom said we can't sell it.
Oh.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I didn't want to tell you last night when you were looking all sad puppy dog in the rain.
It was a rough day.
Thanks so much, man. So how do we get it off the truck?
Bucky.
You're welcome. I'm just dropping this off. I called in a favor from the Wakanda.
Wings. Bucky's gonna come and
You gotta go up.
there was a curious shot. Yeah, that was my question.
I don't always think of it immediately. I'm right-handed.
Yeah, there was an awkward shot on Sarah while Bucky came in, like foreshadowing an interest, maybe.
I'm Bucky.
See?
Sarah?
See? Okay, my god. No, don't do that. Ah! Sam is like, guys. Those guys together are awesome.
Just stay here. The people in this town are...
Sarah's gonna love it.
But don't flirt with my sister.
Ah!
I'll have Carlos cut you up and feed you to the fish.
Ah!
And then what?
That guy, he's the one that killed our boy?
Yes.
No. Ah!
Never let the person who did that get away.
I understand why he's lying for them, but I have the feeling like he's almost lying for himself as well, so... But... to that family, it means the world. So, okay. Oh, the sister's buying none of that shit. Because I guess she's Lamar's sister. Yeah, she doesn't care. Of course, he's gonna want to get that shield back.
I have a job for you.
French.
I promise you won't regret saying yes. So what's it gonna be?
No, put that down. Oh, Bucky's gonna lose it.
Put it back. Hurry.
Oh, no, okay. Oh, he's okay. He's okay. Kids, okay. That must be great to hold Captain America's shield. I'm glad that Bucky got to see that the shield also represents hope and things like this to kids, and it's a dangerous, but it's also a really uplifting symbol.
Hi, Sarah.
I told you specifically that the water pump was not the problem. I don't come up to this guy to tell you how to barrel roll or whatever, so don't come down here and start messing around with things you clearly don't understand.
Oh! Oh, fuck. I saw it coming right at me.
I don't think either of us really understood what it felt like for the black man to be handed the shield. I owe you an apology. I'm sorry.
I want Sam to become the next captain. Yeah, I understand so much about it.
But Steve is gone.
Yeah, he's
You
not
gotta stop
the
looking to
center
other
of the
people to
world.
tell you who you are.
Which means a part of the Winter Soldier's still in me.
It will always be. It's part of who you've been.
You up for it?
I've been making amends.
You weren't amending, you were avenging.
Good talk.
A bizarrely wise man.
Not necessarily as a team.
Nope.
Not that good.
Of course not.
We're partners, co-workers.
Colleagues.
But
Thanks for the help, man.
Your acquaintances. That shot. You did a great shot.
We can't sell it.
Ha!
I know it's speech, just not. Who knew you were so sensitive? There's a fight out there, and then there's our fight here. And bro, you have taken them both on.
Yeah. He's
So you really gonna
incredible.
let Bradley get in your head? You gonna let him decide what you do next?
What would be the point of all the pain and sacrifice?
To stay in your garden.
Stand up and keep fighting.
Yeah. Yes, Cap! Get in shape. Well done, Sam. Well done.
I got some help. Sam screwed him out of a small fortune not long ago.
They're back.
So we're working with criminals now.
Haven't you heard? We are criminals. George gets his payback and we get a killer. Un test en quelque sorte. Nous sommes pactés nulle part, c'est pourquoi nous allons gagner.
French is not bad.
Tonight we go to battle. All of us.
She enjoys this way too much. If it doesn't look like an invasion, I don't know what it looks like. Could you make it more dramatic, please? That's not enough. Is it a new design? Oh, that feels new design. That was a new design face. Let me see that baby. This episode, please. This episode. No! 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 Ah. Okay, so just so you know, I'm recording the post-credit scenes after I did the Afterthoughts for the episode, so I was about to miss it, but let's go. Walker. Oh, he's gonna make his own shield. He's gonna make his own shield. Oh, he's gone psycho. It kind of reminds me of Syndrome, you know, from the Indestructible. The mad fan who's certainly he's such a great fan, you know, that he's gonna go to a certain extent to resemble to his hero. Quite dangerous, but yeah, we kind of noticed this. So yeah, he's building his own shield. Man, I'm really wondering how this one's gonna hold up. Anyways, let's go back to previous Kilian. So, love the episode. I'm kind of sad that we only have one episode left to go. Happy because I feel like indeed the story is coming to a conclusion, and sad because I feel like I was just getting on the train, you know. love that episode. Okay, so I'm just gonna address the Isaiah thing right now. So as you can tell, I'm a black man. I'm a black man, but I'm not from the US, so I'm not an African American, so I cannot talk for them, obviously, and I have no direct heritage to that cultural stuff. So, but it's a general thing. People like to think that they are so miserable. People like to think that their pain is the greater pain, you know? Like nobody has suffered like them. And when people have a complex on something, they think that whatever you're going to do against them is because of that thing. And Isaiah has clearly a problem with these African American heritage. It is not to say that the people who did this to him did this because he was black. Like he said, there were a lot of other guys with him. Maybe they were black, but maybe it wasn't done because they were black. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm just saying maybe it wasn't. And that's the difference, because Isaiah here is putting it like it is because he was a black man that everything that's been done to him was done to him. Maybe there's a part of that reason, but I don't take that shit. Honestly, personally, I don't take that shit unless it is specifically done for this reason, with the only end game being to diminish, you know, your race or anything like this. I do not believe that it is the reason. I just believe because you were a criminal, you were in jail, it was done at the wrong moment, you were at the wrong moment, right at the wrong time, and it was done to you, and maybe that's just the bottom line, you know? So that is why I was a little bit conflicted listening to his story. Of course well, that's a character. Of course, his story was appalling, but what he's been suffering of is terrible. But maybe he's just wrongly thinking about it. Of course, he's in pain and alright, but the reason of his pain maybe, or at least who he is blaming for his pain, is not that accurate. And just, I'm really glad Sam needed understanding, because we obviously needed understanding. If you saw my reaction to episode 3, I think that was, or 2, I needed to understand Isaiah. And love was the love is the reason of his grudge. It's not so much at heart. It's not so much that he's been in jail. It's not so much that he's been experimented on. That's not why he's that bitter about it. It's just because he's been taken away from his love, and that's it. Now, regarding also what he has to say, he's blaming the nation. Like he says, those red strips and everything doesn't mean anything to me. He's blaming the nation. One might say that a nation is only as great as its people, but sometimes a nation is greater than this. Sometimes a nation is not its individuals, but it's its ideals, the very foundation of what this nation ought to believe to and at least aspires to. And that is the thing with America, that is the thing with France, that is the thing with Canada, that is the thing with China, that is, you know, there are wrong people, there are bad people everywhere. There are bad people everywhere, in every shape and form, in every job, in every workplace, in every school, in every shop, everywhere. Yet it doesn't mean that it is the nation's fault. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not because some general, or it's not because a president does the wrong things that it means that the nation is wrong. And it doesn't mean, and it's not because generals and the military handled Isaiah's case wrongly that it means that those red strips are wrong. He's kind of amalgamating. I think that's the English translation. He's amalgamating here. He's somewhat blighted by hatred. He's saying to Sam, you know, if you weren't so blind, you'd be bitter. No, I think that Sam sees, but he wants to see beyond that. Of course, you have to acknowledge all the horror, all the horrific stuff. You have to acknowledge all the bad side of history, but you also have to acknowledge the good side of it, and you have to acknowledge that there's good in this. Just like Bucky in this episode, for the past 2-3 episodes, the shield has been harnessed like this token of doom and great discomfort, misfortune, and discord. Yet, as he woke up, he saw Sam's nephews playing with the shield, because it is a symbol to this generation. It is a symbol. People who harness the shield could do terrible things with it, but others could do miracles. Walker was set to accomplish great things with it, but he got lost in the way. But now Sam's got it, and the shield has a real hopeful future in front of it. So I'm really hopeful that we're gonna get our Sam Wilson as Captain America pretty soon. Some people may not like it, but screw them, you know. Who is to say who is Captain America and who is not? I never really believed on a paper to determine what you could be and what you could not be. And in that regard, that's really interesting, the situation with John, because John doesn't need the approval of the council to harness the mantle of Captain America or not, or to be disgraced of it. He lost the title of Captain America from the moment on he killed that man. He didn't, in my opinion, a great lot of things. He didn't wait that a council rules on the matter, you know. We shouldn't have to, because. But yet again, most probably people are happy that he killed Lamar's wrongly alleged killer. But he's done it in public, so that's the real problem for the council and ranking officials here. Regarding that new lady that we've had, she was talking way too much. Not that I disliked it, but she was, obviously that was a psychological thing, you know. Walker was down and he didn't know what to do, and a lady comes in, she only talks like she owns the place. Of course you're gonna listen to her, and of course you're gonna believe to what she says, and of course she played on the little mystery thing, and of course you're gonna want to pick up the phone when she calls you. I don't know what it was about, but so far in this universe, as long as somebody of nobility comes around, it means trouble. Baron, countess, whatever, you know, it always means trouble. So I'm still quite curious to see to learn what she's all about. I have the feeling that this is gonna expand way beyond the spectrum of the show, because they're springing a new intrigue on us in the penultimate episode. I doubt that it's gonna definitely end at the end of the last episode. Besides, we saw a bit of Sharon, but didn't exactly get what she was up to, but she's definitely up to something. It's gonna be quite interesting. Obviously, everybody's gonna, the last episode is gonna really take place in this at this GRC council meeting, so that's really gonna be interesting. Carly does like drama, and Carly is basically just to me, to make it simple, she's just a tantruming little girl. She wants things, she's gonna do whatever it takes to get them, but when shit happens, she's not ready to handle it. You just have to see with, I think his name was Nico, you just have to see with Nico's death, she was not ready for this, but she should have been ready for this. It's like, when you attack somebody, you must expect risks. Or, well, I say somebody, when you do something like this, you should expect risks. And if you're not willing to take the risk, don't do it. And she was not willing to take a risk, and it came slapping her in the face. And even her closest allies, should I say, are not that much, or no longer, they know what's up. They're no longer in for the massacres and the everything like this. They are not really enjoying this, understandably so, and I do agree with them. While blind supporters, the people far away from her that yet she's commanding through her iPhone, they are blindly following her. These people might think that they do the right thing, but they are not at the heart of the trouble. You know, they're not experiencing it frontline. They're not taking any responsibility in this, and they're somewhat led astray because they did not really measure the consequences of what is being asked from them and what they ought to do. You see, Carly, she's acting on asking people help, but when these people are gonna get in trouble, she's not gonna be there for them, and she's not happy about the fact. Just an example, the GRC camp was emptied, and she was not expecting this. She should have expected this. You're a fugitive, and you're hiding yourself amongst some people. Of course, if you vanish, these people are gonna get in trouble. That is naive to think otherwise, and she still hasn't learned. And now she's associating herself with blatant criminals. And where did I hear about this? In a show or in a movie? Let me think for a second. It's a thing about monster. Yeah, it's gonna come to me in a second. But yeah, Carly's buddy was like, "Oh, we're criminals now," and Carly was like, "Didn't you hear? We're criminals because that's what the media says," and that's blatantly stupid. I don't remember. Somewhere I heard a character say, well, there was a chat, and one of the characters said, basically, I'm not doing what they expect me to do because otherwise then I become what they say I am. And that is really clever. If people, and just like Sam said, it doesn't care what Steve Rogers was thinking. Do not expect somebody else to define who you should be, what you should represent, and what you should go for. And if people say you're a monster, do not act like a monster, because then if you do, then you become the monster that they say you are. I don't remember where I heard this. If one of you guys know what I am referring to, please put it down below in the comment section, because I really don't remember. I got it on the tip of my tongue, but it won't come out. So yeah, Carly is really doing the wrong stuff right here. She's really, just like Zemo said, and I really loved Zemo now. Just like Zemo said, she's been somewhat radicalized beyond salvation, and I do believe so. Because she was about to flip at Mama Donia's funerals. But then, yeah, it happened what we know happened, and she's gone. She's gone, and then you could... Zemo said there's only one thing that could be done. Zemo is kind of the extreme guy, you know. It's he's a Sith. He deals in absolutes, but By the way, it's not that true. Sid doesn't always judge in absolute. Anyways, he is quite right, I think, on this matter, because, well, it's borderline, because if you kill Carly, she could become a martyr, and a martyr to a cause is quite dangerous. And yet, if you only imprison her, she becomes a symbol. You know, much like Nelson Mandela might have been a symbol for during the apartheid. Anyways, if you see what I mean, I'm not saying, do not make me say what I didn't say, but be clever. So it's really a puzzling situation. Now I'm expecting Sam with his new design to get to. Oh, is he gonna have a Captain America Wakandian suit in vibranium, or I don't know, something like this? That would be quite cool. So he's gonna go to New York. We're gonna see Bucky. I don't know if we're gonna see Bucky make amends, because he said, "Call me when you have something new," and there is something new, something big now. A lot of people could die. And yes, what Kali is doing is blatantly a terrorist attack, so action must be taken. So, last episode next week. I don't know if this is going to open to on something more new. I don't know. I'm expecting. Of course, I didn't because I read a comment last time I did the video. One of you guys, they talked about the fact that no, WandaVision and Winter Soldier do not have anything in common. Of course, I didn't expect them to have anything in common, but I expected them to maybe converge to a same point. You know, there's that series, and maybe they're aiming towards the same thing. So that is what I was more looking forwards to, because it's not, you know, when you're building a universe, it's the content that you're producing, in my opinion, should always have purpose. And knowing how the MCU has been built so far with the different movies and the Avengers and then different movies and the phases, I would believe that when they give us a series and then another series, that these two are gonna lead towards the same things, you know. But I still need to see where it's gonna go. So yes, so that was my reaction to the penultimate episode of this event series of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Really loved it. Can't wait to be next week now. And yes, this is gonna be our last Marvel reaction then for a while. So I'm gonna see you next week. Until then, subscribe down below, comment as always, share, like, and I'm gonna be seeing you soon in a new video of mine. Take care. Bye.